created by women, for women, and you ask, what is that? EVESTRIBE.com. We're talking to Shelley Humble. She is the president and CEO of this. Women Only, I put on the promo upcoming. I usually don't like titles that way. I don't like anything only.
I understand.
Usually. But EVESTRIBE.com is created for and by women, as I said earlier. The inspiration and concept behind this, Shelley?
Really, what it was through, I conceived the idea of Eve's Tribe through tragedy in my own life. I had lost my husband approximately 3 years ago. And in that process, as we go through a difficult time, there's a lot of emotion going through us. And we still, even while there's tragedy going on in our lives, women have a tendency to try to be all things to all people. We try to still be the best mom, the best businesswomen, the best friends.
Whatever it is we do.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
How many of those that we do.
Oh, it does. It's the many hats we wear.
Exactly.
And I found that it was very empty inside for me, and I needed someone to share with. And the things I wanted to share, I didn't want to let the people down in my life. And so when I went on the internet to try to find a place where I could just be me, share from my true voice, really express myself, and also being heard, but also for people to respond to me, which just to say that, yes, I understand. When I started looking, I couldn't find it. And doesn't mean that there isn't great places out there, but for me it couldn't. And so what I did is I figured, well, if I can't be there, I should build it. And that's how the journey began. Now,
how many roles were you playing at that moment in time?
Well, I was, like, just in my own personal life, I mean, I was a businesswoman. I'm a business consultant, and I've been that way for several, well, too many years. And we won't take that. And, you know, I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I had employees.
A wife at the time. Obviously.
Well, my husband had died, so I was a widow.
But I mean, you were at one time.
Yeah, a wife.
A wife.
Yes,
I mean, that was in the mix.
Well, yeah, like, and I was, you know, a good friend. My mother, my father-in-law and mother. I was a caregiver to them. Confidant. Oh, I mean, we were so many hats.
Bottle washer.
Oh yeah, we're everything.
Chief cook and bottle washer.
Yeah,
I mean, you
friend,
name it.
The lover,
the housekeeper,
mother.
the maid.
Oh, that's our best job.
Oh yes, and you know, any one of those would be a fine position to hold if that's all you had to do. Absolutely. And had the time to do it. We're not saying anything negating or chastising any of those areas of our life, but it's very difficult to do them all.
And more in our society.
You know what, I say that, Shelley, you know, I say that, and that has been on the focus, that's been a focus for a long time. Very difficult to do all of them. But why do we think we should? Or why do we even think we want to? I never understand that part of that equation. Part
of being a woman? We are, I think, nurturers by nature. I think that we try to keep everything that's precious to us safe and good. We feel that we're the role models. We are the mothers of our society. So every day we get up and we want to make our life and the people and the events in our life safe and protected.
And do you think we think that and project that with humility, or do you think there's a certain amount of I can, to be honest?
Yeah.
Okay.
There could be, yes, to a point.
Yeah.
But like the thing is now in our society today, what women had responsible for 40 years ago and what we're responsible for today are two different things. Women now are dying quicker and quicker from
We didn't know how easy we had it when we stayed home, did we?
No, we had no idea. Now we're juggling every day. You know, as you say, we are like everything to everybody, and at the end of the day we're exhausted and we're forgetting who we are inside. And what happens is women, they can have a very busy, full life, but somehow they feel deeply empty inside. And where do they go to replenish their well? Well, they have nowhere to go. And you said you were looking when Eve's Tribe came into being. So what makes it different than maybe other sites, organizations, and groups out there? When you join, it's a free site for all women. Okay. And when you join, you just register, you go into the private member site, and when you come in, you become an Eve. So what we do is we ask you to drop your persona. This is all Eve's fault. She started all this. Let's just blame Eve. I'll tell you. But so what you do is you become, like, you could be Eve 23456, and I could be Eve 65432, and that's all we're known as. And here is where you don't have to be the person you are that everybody sees. You can just be there for yourself. And here you can share openly. You know you're going to be responded to by other women just like you, because that's all we have in there. Women that have gone through living and life, right? And whatever you do or whatever you say will always be protected by the other women. The women that are in there now are just amazing. What they share, they're so brave, and how they support each other. I am just so impressed. And anything that's important to you, nothing is too small. You can go and share it.
So many women, since we're talking about women, I think people in general, but let's say women, so many women are not what they seem.
Absolutely.
There's a facade many times I think many women wear and put on to get through the day. And again, we don't mean to say that men do not have a strenuous day and need to get through their day, and we're not saying that. We're just saying that women have a specific and spatial set of issues, unlike differently than men.
Absolutely. And that's right. Men, I mean, they, you know, I can only handle Eve's tribe, not Adam's tribe.
Adam's tribe. We see Adam's tribe around a lot. But you know, you have to admit, and I saw this growing up, as a young girl growing up and as a young adult, I saw that men and boys, and now men, they connect with other men. They say they don't, but I think they connect better than women. Men are more honest with their men friends. I know some people contradict me on that. They think women are more honest. I don't know. You see a group of men together, and there's just that, I'm there for you, I'll do it. There's just that unspoken connectedness. And women don't have that.
We are different. We are, and that's okay, and that's a good thing that we are different. But you're right, we do not have that. We may have had it years ago when we lived in the same community, we stayed in the same community, we were basically more focused on the home. But now our community is splintered, you know, and we've lost that ability to have people around us all the time.
You have a group of guys in the neighborhood, and somebody gets something stuck, or their garage door won't work, or something's happening. I mean, all the guys just gather up, they get there, they team effort, and they get it done. Women do not come together like that.
Not anymore.
Typically. That's my opinion. I have an opinion on everything, as you know. Stan is next, Hometown Cruise. So we're going to be talking about taking cruises during the holiday season. Shelley, thank you so much for talking to us. Where can they find all about Eves?
Well, we want all women to join, www.evestribe.com, and we're also on Facebook at Eve's Tribe and Twitter, Eve's Tribe, and we would love all women to join. Women that may be going through challenges, not there, but willing just to be there for other women. And as I said, it's free, and all it takes is maybe a little time when you're called upon by another woman.
Shelley, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me here.
You're very, very welcome. When we come back, Hometown Cruise and Tour Center, Stan is here to talk about traveling during the holiday season and the forecast.